I got a lot of road traffic this morning. This little pond, this is a pond down the road from the house at a park. All the kids are coming in to play ball. Pretty awesome, very nice park. Pond really, more so. But there's a few crappie in here. I have not caught them, but my kids have definitely they have been on them here and caught a few. I have not. So I just thought I'd give it a shot this morning to see what we could find. Using a little peg float here with just a jig head with a slab bite. Like I said, it's 34 degrees out here. Very chilly this morning, but I was itching to go. Work kind of goofy hours, so it's hard to get the time off I want. But there's largemouth in here, there's catfish in here. Like I said, the kiddos have caught these some black crappie I've seen pictures of. Let's go over the setup a little bit here. I guess just throwing a little 5/6 ACC crappie stick, this little ultralight type of deal, with a Mr. Crappie reel on it, 100 series. Also got a 6/6 ACC with me with a double jig rig set up on it. Kind of pressed for time today. Got some things that I have to have done. I can tell you one thing. Now I'm only sitting at about, I don't know, 18 inches deep. Just trying to figure out what they're doing. There again, that's me really wanting out of the house. And it's not even, the sun's fully not even up yet though. Spawn will be coming in the next few weeks here in Ohio, so we'll see. Oh, missed him. No, I wasn't paying attention. I looked down. Throwing out past them there, bringing it back. Could have been a bluegill, I don't know. I've caught some nice largemouth in here though. Seen some pretty decent catfish caught out of here. I have not really just sat down and catfished. And we're hooked up to something. Looks like a little largemouth. Little largemouth. Alright. Yeah. Hey. We got the stink off. Largemouth. Cute little fish. There's our rig. We're gonna put him back there and let him get a little bigger. Well, it's my first fish of the year. Pretty happy with it. just to get started. I didn't skunk out. I'm just giving us a little twitch. Just trying to make them mad, make them bite. Like I said, we got a bunch of videos gonna be coming out. Got some, hopefully a lot of crappie stuff content coming for you. I've been working on Pond Prowler. So posted a video last night about that. That's just a little project, you know. My son and his girlfriend and my youngest son have all helped me out on that. Kind of what I wanted, a little project with my boys. And they both love to fish, so you'll see them in some videos, I'm sure, this year. And Liliana. I got the smallest little peg float on there, just in case I find some crappie. I've been really getting into, there's a slip knock. There's a slip knock slip bobber, is what they call it. And it actually is very easy if you got a jig already set up on a rod and you're like, oh man, I don't want to put a slip cork on. And you know, that's all part of fishing right there too, what I just did. Hung up in the tree and got lucky and got it out. I have a tendency to throw this little rod a little higher than normal for some reason. Now, of course, I'm used to fishing with 8s and everything else. Hoping to get on some jigging. Some of the lakes we're going to hit up this year. Catch jig fish. Vertical jigging. Slip corking. Hopefully do some later in the summer when it gets a little warmer, do a little brush pile fishing. It is downright chilly this morning. The only thing I can say is at least the wind is not blowing. She is not blowing, thank goodness. Right now I'm just a little cast action. Don't know where they're really at in here this morning. But if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, because we're going to be, like I said, uploading more and more content on the weekly. Got some new cameras and stuff. I'm waiting on some SD cards and stuff to come that we'll be using. And my wife loves to fish, so she'll be out with me quite a bit. I got a buddy that fishes with me a lot, so hopefully we get some good stuff. Might even add some catfish in there. It might just be an all largemouth day when I hit the lake at the right time. Right now I'm really interested in these crappies. You know, I'm really into crappie fishing right now for the first time. Really just, you know, just really got into it hard. Just enjoyed it so much last year. And well, we know there's fish in here. Let's, oh, got a little something there. Oh, probably a bluegill. Probably a bluegill. That's okay. Take what we can get this morning, as cold as it is. Cold as it is. Like I said, I'm using a teeny tiny float here. Really don't want a whole lot of resistance. Just trying to keep it in the strike zone, in the water table a little bit. Use a little bit bigger bobber when I'm slip corking. Typically because I'm either using bigger jig heads or some minnows. I got a basically a $16 Mr. Crappie reel on this rod. The 6.6 I'm using has a PC Fun Viper Viper X1000 on it. Very smooth reels. I've been switching all my reels over to PC Fun. They have been very, very good. This little Mr. Crappie, these are pretty good. I've caught quite a few fish on them this year. I've got a bunch of them. Inexpensive reel. That's got to be a bluegill. There's a big drop off of rocks right there, so it could be a bass, but the way it's hitting seems like a little bluegill. Yeah, it could be a crappie, I guess. Little small twitches there. Try to get a little bit of an angle here. Get away from the sun a little bit. Not blinding you guys. Yep, I knew it. Got a little. Oh, hey, I just want to say the slab bite is really hanging in there. Thump gel's another big one I use. I use it all the time. Thump gel works really good. See, just a little float there. Chartreuse head, blue and silver, jig. There's days when you come in this little pond here, man, and it's a great place to bring kids. Lots of there's big bluegill in here, that's for sure. There he goes. Getting something going here. Well, he let up a little bit. Probably bluegill. You just never know, though. Sorry for the background noise. It's pretty loud. Everybody's getting up really early. A lot of ball today. You'll probably see me hit this thing with some top waters for largemouth before the year's out. We're gonna hit several little ponds. I got some creek crappie that I'm gonna do with the pond prowler. Hopefully take advantage of some of them on the spawn here in the next few weeks. Slightly warming up compared to what it was. We had a pretty hard winter this year. Pretty hard winter. Just throwing little short casts. Nothing crazy. I have definitely, one of my lakes I fish, I've definitely found the kind of the location of where I've been catching the majority of them, and it was a very good spot for us this year. Wife and I did real well. Several trips out. I picked up a pond prowler, did some trading and wheeling and dealing for the pond prowler. It's not really a pond prowler, it's actually a Sun Dolphin Sportsman's 10, but it's man, it's identically laid out. And it came with a trailer and everything. I still got to get the trailer fixed up, but I can slide that thing up in my pickup truck and go on by myself, even if I got nobody to go with me, boating or whatever. And if I don't have time, I can just slide it right in my truck and go on. The one thing that does happen here later in the year, it gets a ton of algae underneath. So then you're really picking and choosing where you're throwing at. But it's actually a pretty deep little pond. It kind of drops off pretty soon out there. I got one messing with me out there in the middle. I'm gonna keep going at him here and just. Like I said, you got a walk bridge way over there in the distance. You got a gazebo you can go fish off of. Used to bring actually when my kids were small, they're not small anymore. But when they were smaller, I used to bring them over and let them fish off the bridge and the gazebo, and caught a lot of fish. And it's just right in the neighborhood, a couple miles from the house. Ooh, there we go. Oh, come on. Well, tighten up my drag a little bit. Let's try that again. I guess I better start paying attention, get a little more serious about it. They're making me out to be an idiot right now. Saying, give me that slab bite. I don't know how your guys' winter went, but ours was just absolutely brutal cold. Could not wait for it to be over this year. I think the high for today is only like 57 or something, and we've had a couple days where it's beefed up into the 70s, and then it drops right back down. Been in the 20s sometimes at night. So that's why I really haven't hit the big lakes just yet. I've been holding off, trying to get the water temps a little more stable, because I know what's going to happen with the spawn. We can get that temperature up around 55 to 60 degrees. It's going to be really good. I've been using specific jigs and stuff. I've been having a little bit of everybody. Slab City Jigs out of Texas. I got a guy here in Ohio, J.K. Bates. He makes some beautiful jigs. And real good guy, you know. Talked to him. Got me all set up first time I talked to him. I've had several different companies that I've ordered from, and I got more tackle and what I know what to do with. But you better have your crappie fishing. You better have your box looking like every color in the rainbow. But it's really tough to beat chartreuse. Chartreuse, white, those are the colors. Pinks, black and chartreuse, a great color. Anything mimicking live bait. There's some really good sized bluegill in here though. Who knows if I'm gonna get any on the bite, but there's some good sized fish. But we're using the 6-pound Mr. Crappie line. When I'm slip corking, I like to use braid. Typically, and then I usually use a mono leader, some sort of a lighter line with a swivel. That way if she breaks off, you get hung up, it breaks off on that end. You don't lose the whole rig and have to tie up everything else. But I am going to show you in days to come, some of my videos I'll be getting on the way home, and I'm backpacking right now with a little rig here with a telescopic pole that I'm going to keep with me just in my truck after work on hours. When I ain't got nothing going on, I'm going to stop on the way home from work and hit a couple little spots I know of, but I've checked out a couple Placino telescopic rods, so I picked up one of those and just so I have something to fish with. But those slip knock bobbers are really killer. And they got a little tool that you snap the bobber stop on with, so it just snaps on it, and they snap in pretty positive. And once they snap in, they stay pretty tight. They don't, I've not had any problems losing them. I fished with them quite a bit last year. Really low on the slip knock bobbers though, but I'll show you those here in a minute. I got a couple right here on hand. Now, I know there's more than one fish in here. There's plenty of fish. I'm just not enticing them enough right now. But I got to keep my time under good wraps today. I've got a lot to do. I got a billiard match to make up at 2 o'clock today, but I got to drive to another town today and drop my camper off for some repairs. Then I hope to find time this week to get my big boat, my sea nymph. I got a 16.6 sea nymph, and I got to get it ready to go to the lake here shortly. I haven't started on it yet because, well, I'm only one guy. Just giving us a little twitch, trying to work this thing in the water. And I know some of these I got a bit on were just, bite on was actually just had to be small bluegill because I wasn't even grabbing it, swallowing it. I might let them run with it a little longer before I try to set the hook. See that? That looked like a largemouth coming up to hit the cork. Little small largemouth looked like he'd come up to hit that bright green cork. That was funny. Unfortunately, I can't reel him in on the cork. Oh, I did it again. There he was. I didn't let him go. I thought that largemouth might have been chasing him. Hopefully this year we get out there and we rip some lips, get us some big ones. And we might do a catch, clean, and cook. Really dig the crappie. I know YouTube's kind of funny about how we, how much skinning and stuff you can do on there. So gotta be careful within the guidelines of that. Constant traffic filling up the ballpark. And we're going to check our slab bite on this one, see if we need another one. Might even tip it with a slab bite. I can already hear the clanging of bats. Got them over batting. Let's take a look here. Using a loop knot as well here, just so that bait spins free. See that slab bite's hanging right in there on that eye hole jig. Those eye hole jigs are from Leland Lures. Those Those are actually really nice. Kind of a blue and silver fleck with a silver belly, which is usually a really good color with high vis Mr. Crappie. And like I said before, I like to use the ACC copolymer line. That's probably my favorite. And crappie aren't line shy. And obviously, you see the bass don't care as long as they're getting something to eat. I got a little creek too that might be able to pull some smallmouth out of. Hoping to do a little dock shooting this year. Try to give you guys a little bit of everything. Now, boys, I'll tell you what, it is cold this morning. I'm not feeling the old hands real well right now. See over here, ballpark's just constant traffic right now. And we got a little bench here all set up. We got a little trail that leads all the way around this bike path or whatever. Good morning. Well, unfortunately, these fish are not cooperating this morning. Now, years ago, they used to have like docks all around that came out into the water, but they did not build them with composite because I really don't think it was offered back then like it is now. But they ended up rotting and, hard to keep something out in the water and expect it to be safe. Just jigging the old line there. I'm going to show you this slip bobber real quick that I was talking about. So this is the slip bobber. It's got these little bitty black, and these are latches. Those are latches right there. And this is my little telescopic deal. To see these things right here, that's your bobber stops. I have two of them on the bottom just so it don't hit my thing. But anyhow, those bobber stops just snap on there with a little, it's like a little tool. Little white tool there. This thing just clamps them down. Let's see. Gotta see the in the center without taking out the package there. See the little yellow thing in there, and you just take those two white things and just snap it and pinch it. It just snaps those in. And that way you can convert one that you're jigging with over to, you know what I mean? So you don't have to completely rig. It's not too bad. Not too bad of a deal. Well, boys and girls, I don't want to be one and done, so I'm going to have to try over there the next little concrete spot over there. There's plenty of fish here. I just got to move around a little bit, and it's about time to move because I'm getting awful frosty. Well, if anything comes out of it today, at least I got the skunk off, got the first fish of the year, first time out. Happy with that. Don't get me wrong, I want to put some slabs in the freezer this year, but give me about one other cast in front of this concrete over here. Actually, I don't like where I'm at there. That's actually, let's try this again. Make a little better cast out of that. Oh, there we go. That's what we should have did. Get her all messed up. It's called fishing, folks. And this line, well, I'm gonna get to retie that one. I knew it. Oh, maybe not. Fortunately, probably are. I got a mess in my reel. And that was completely my fault. Tried to stop it and oh well. Live and learn. There's such a drop off right past those rocks. I don't know if you can see the rocks right there underwater, but it drops off pretty sizable right there. we're going to walk up this other spot and be back with you in just a minute. Alright, we're going to try this other side here for a few minutes and then might have to call it. I got to get busy. Gotta get busy. That's, by the way, that's where one of our old docks used to be. I don't know if you can see that real super good. Used to be right over there. Used to come out. I gotta get this reel squared away. Well, I've done it good now. I tried to make it last so I wouldn't have to tie a bunch of stuff on. Alright, well, I guess we'll get that one fixed up at the house because I can't stay too much longer. But this right here is one of the JK golden chartreuse baits I've been throwing. Really J&K baits. And I got a monkey milk and chartreuse tail with a pink head there. Cousin in Kentucky got that for me. Her boyfriend gave me some of those to try out. So I'm just gonna throw these out there and see if we can't. There's that PC Fun reel, real sharp. Just throw this out here and start reeling her back real slow. Just a super smooth reel. Like I said, I've been switching them all over this, but keeping the rod kind of high, that way that the double jig rig was really good on lakes. I was actually really just set up to go lake fishing, but I decided to hit this pond today and grab whatever was closest. That's what you get to watch out for. Alright, a couple more casts and I got to go. But we're gonna do some real fishing for you guys this year. Yeah, I wanted to fish this with a bigger float, but I try to jig it. This one's just tied with a trilene knot. The one up top's tied with a loop knot. Oh, there we go. We're hooked up. We are hooked up. Little sunfish. Right through the top of the lip. Right through the top of the lip. Hey, Patrick. She catches sunfish. Haven't got my crappie yet. Look at that. Pretty fish. Beautiful colors. Alright, you get to go back, my guy. Oh, good. We got another one for you guys. Very slow this morning. And my hands are about numb. Well, this is the last cast. I gotta get busy today. But I appreciate you guys watching. If you like it, hit that like button, subscribe, share it with your friends. Like I said, there's gonna be a lot more fishing coming. A lot more fishing coming. All right, well, we're gonna call it a day, and you guys have a good one, and we'll see you next time.